Hi, Matt Catling here and welcome to Live It Now TV, helping you create freedom in life and business. Now, today's episode, I wanted to share about two key areas or two thought processes that if you're able to shift these, then I believe you can get anything you want in life. In fact, when people come to me for private consulting or mentoring, basically I say to them, if I can shift you to this level of thinking, then job is well done. Now, some of you would have heard of this, especially if you've been in the NLP realms, but really this is the key to being able to really take charge of your psychology and really start to create your future now. And so the two areas that I'm talking about are cause versus effect. Now, if I'm at the effect side of the equation, what's occurring is that I'm saying I am powerless. I'm putting all of the cause outside of myself, and I'm basically saying I can't do anything, I can't change anything, change is impossible in some cases, and I'm at the effect of my family, the government, and all of these things outside of myself. Now, we can even notice this in language. Who's ever heard this before? My partner makes me feel angry. Now, think about what that statement's doing. If your partner makes you feel angry, if they're forcing you to do it, they're fundamentally in charge of your emotions. And often I say to people, well, you might as well just hand all of your emotions over to another person and say, well, you know what? You're in charge of my emotions, so therefore you're in charge of my results. There's nothing I can do. Another example is things like, oh, I've got a learning disability. Now think of what a label like that does. Suddenly all of your energy goes to this external label, and sometimes that actually becomes part of an identity. I know that's what I was labelled with. In fact, I was labelled with every learning disorder there is. And when I had that label, it's almost like I gave up. Well, there's nothing I can do. There's something wrong with me, and so therefore I can't learn. But yet I can walk, I can talk, I can dress myself. So even think of the label learning disabled. It means you can't learn. And I challenge it. I think if we have these external labels like things like depression and oh, it's your genes and all of these different things, then suddenly we stop moving. We stop challenging, we stop growing, we become powerless. Versus the cause side of the equation, really, really exciting. This is where instead of me being a passenger on the bus, I go, you know what? I'm going to take the driver's seat. I'm going to take the driver's seat and I'm going to make some changes. I'm going to start to drive the bus in the way I want to drive the bus. And most importantly, I'm going to start driving it towards a destination that I want to achieve. Now, when we say moving to the cause side of the equation, what we're saying is that I'm taking responsibility. And if you think of the word responsibility, your ability to respond or your ability to do something different. Now, when I say taking full responsibility for every aspect of your life, I'm not kind of saying, oh my God, I'm responsible for everything, every challenge that's ever happened in the world, I'm responsible. No. What I'm saying is, what we're going to do is take responsibility for your thinking. Because that's the one thing that we can change, no matter what's happening externally. The one thing that we can choose is what we focus on. And that's what we're saying is when we take responsibility, we're going to take responsibility for our thinking. We're going to take responsibility for our behavior. Therefore, we're going to start to take responsibility for our results. And this is really the key. Like if you're not following through, what often happens is that you're at the effect side of the equation. And at the effect side of the equation, you're going to have a whole lot of reasons why you can't achieve. It's because of this person, it's because of this person, it's because of this person. And by the way, the effect side of the equation is so comfortable because I don't have to take responsibility, I don't have to move, I can just blame everyone else because I'm not getting results. Versus the cause side of the equation, wow. It is challenging, it is overwhelming, especially initially. Often people say to me, Matt, this cause side of the equation stuff, I'm going through more challenge, I'm experiencing more fear, I'm experiencing more overwhelm. And the reality is, that is the case. It is uncomfortable, especially initially. And initially when you transfer over, it's like you're looking at this mountain of stuff that I have to work on to be able to change. But what I want to say to you is that the cause side of the equation, long term, is the most exciting. This is where people can start to really create the life that they want. Really create freedom around finances, your health, your relationships. In fact, you can start to really create whatever it is that you want. And most importantly, when you're at the cause side of the equation, you're focused on results. So therefore, you start to follow through. But when I'm at the effect side of the equation, often what occurs is that I'm stationary. because I'm blaming everyone else, and the reality is that my energy is going externally to something else, so therefore I have no energy. And so my hope for you is that after this session of Live It Now TV, you can get out there and look at, what do I need to do to be at cause in my life? And being at cause is just simply a decision. I'm simply going to decide to take charge of my psychology. I'm going to take charge of my emotions, and I'm going to take charge of my behaviours, and I'm going to get clear on what I want in terms of a result, and I'm going to move to that cause position and take that driver's seat. So I hope this helps you. I hope you enjoyed this information. Stay tuned for next Tuesday for Live It Now TV. Looking forward to catching up with you then. Thank you.